Roger said, and where did you find him? Right. And Graham goes, Sherman Oaks.
Rami Malek was like, interesting. So we've not seen Mr. Robot. So where's he from? He's in Sherman Oaks. Just south of Zanzibar.
You're right. I mean, I was shocked because they knew me from Mr. Robot, which is obviously this profoundly alienated, very someone with intense social anxiety, and to think of the Elliot and on a stage talking to thousands of people would be out of this world, of course. But I don't know how they thought that that guy was going to play Freddie Mercury. But thank you for the faith you had, knowing that I could act.
And also, you knew coming into the project that there had been versions that had been attempted, or you just sort of locked yourself off from the history.
No, I didn't really know that that was going on. I didn't know that there was a film that had been in the works about Freddie Mercury and Queen. I was just kind of head down working on Mr. Robot. So
looking for a job.
Looking for a job like actors do.
Yeah, and so we'll talk about how did he audition?
Not initially, no, but
okay.
I mean, obviously Graham has to find someone to distribute the film at some point, and no studio is just going to say, oh, that guy, that's, if they know me, they probably know me from Mr. Robot, and so they'd have to see something. So I had a few days off in New York, and Graham and Dennis said, can you put something on tape? We believe in you, but we have to show something to the studio heads. And I found something on YouTube, interview, and I watched it a couple times, and I'm not a fast learner, so I'm not one of those people that can just pick something up right away and turn around and deliver it. But with Freddie, I just remember my mouth go a little bit agape. I had seen him perform, I knew of him, but I never heard him actually speak before. And I was so taken by him that I soaked it in immediately, and I think within an hour I had turned around and had a tape sent back to Los Angeles from New York. Well, then I had to wait because to see how it would be received.
Oh, thank you so much.
And then, as Graham was doing his diligence of getting it to everybody and making sure the story was told, I just would not be in a position where I was on my back foot if it ever did get greenlit by a studio. So I asked him for everything possible to get ready in case it did happen. And thank you for giving me dialect coach and piano lessons and singing lessons and a choreographer, a movement teacher, all the things before this had even been greenlit. So that's an astonishing thing to happen. And thank you for that.
That's a good lesson, I think, for anybody in the crowd who is a producer, but also for you to put that work into creating the character and preparing, not knowing actually if the movie was a go, right? I mean, you knew you had the part if the movie was a go, but you didn't know if the movie was a go.
Yeah, well, I was in a little bit of limbo the whole time because you never know what's going to happen in this business. But you had to be prepared. I had to be prepared. I would never take this job if I had 3 weeks to play Freddie Mercury. There would be no chance. That audition tape, not even on the audition tape, but that interview tape, I think it's dated April of 2016. Yeah, so.
And you shot in.
When did we start?
Well, we started
photography.
What are we now? He's 17, the end of 16.
No, principal. Yeah,
September.
prep.
Yeah.
And then the end of 2007.
You were shooting in
September
front.
2007.
Okay, so that's a year plus from the time.
Yeah, so I had over a year to prep.
To prepare, and so.
Don't get me wrong. I shot a movie and did a arduous season, Mr. Robot, in the process. So, but yeah, there's a picture of me one night I took going home from Mr. Robot, and I had the Freddie Mercury teeth and I put them in, and I just for posterity's sake took a photo of me as this mix between Elliot Alderson and Freddie Mercury.
Well, first of all, there's some artifacts we want to keep. We want to see the audition tapes somewhere, so we hope to put it up on YouTube.
I will put that up on YouTube.
Will you? Okay. Please do. We're going to check. Please do that for the world. You know, for all the people who bought a ticket for your $750 million role. Okay. And so to talk about learning how to sing and play piano, and then you also had to learn how to talk with this thing in your mouth.
Yes.
I don't know which was the hardest of those things.
Well, singing. I remember talking to you in that meeting early on, and I have to give this man credit because I told him early on, I said, I'm not a singer, I'm not a dancer, I don't play the piano. He said, I said, if you give me enough time, I will do everything humanly possible to get there. And I remember, here's another thing I'm going to post now that you, not post, but I will share with the world, is I did say, if you give me the opportunity and the time, I will bleed for this. And there is a shot of me sitting at the piano doing Live Aid, where I was hitting the keys so hard. There is a bit of blood splattered across the piano. So it was an immense amount of work.
It was amazing, and I'm just going to correct one thing. He never really auditioned. I mean, he was the first guy we went to make an offer to play Freddie Mercury. Yeah. There was a lot of talk about other actors before and whatever, but this guy, you know, that 5 hours we spent together, and then he sent this little interview of Freddie that he did, and we knew that was Freddie. That was it for us. We were done.
Yeah, and were you a fan? Like, I can sing every note, every word. Of every song. Yeah. Did you know the music?
I knew Bohemian Rhapsody. I knew We Will Rock You. I knew We Are the Champions. I did not know Hammer to Fall or Radio Gaga. I did not know. I knew Killer Queen. But now, I mean, me and the boys, our band, we have gone through the entire back catalog. I think we know almost every song now, and. It's ridiculous. I have to say, I have to thank this ensemble of actors. Never have I ever been on a project where people have kept in touch to this degree. We have become such a tight-knit group. And I've done projects where I've spent a year with people, years with people, and have great relationships, but nothing quite like this before. It's a testament to just how much you want to rise to the occasion of this band and how the influence they've had on so many people. And in doing so, we bonded like no other. And I'll probably see them tonight after this.
So you were talking about the singing part. I mean, even if you did sing, to sing like Freddie Mercury is like, you're shaking your head like it's just not possible. His voice is so unique. Right.
We were never looking for a singer, we were looking for an actor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You know, you can't find that voice, and if you could, it must really be someone that couldn't play the role. I mean, Mark Littell can sing like Freddie Mercury, who we used to do some pre-records, this kid from Nashville that Brian Roger found, but he's not Freddie Mercury. So to me, it was like we had the perfect fit, and I didn't think an audience would really think, wow, he's not actually singing, or he's not singing like Freddie Mercury, so we're not going to go and see the movie or like the movie. It's about his storytelling. The music is the music, it's Queen music.
Yeah.
We didn't want to reinvent all that.
Yeah.
And it is mixed incredibly well between Mark and myself, and of course the majority of it is Freddie Mercury by Paul Massey. And
I will say you can't tell. It really does feel very
similar. He does a seamless job of blending those voices.
When you've got Brian May overseeing the mix.
Yeah, you're pretty good at it.
You better get it right.
Yeah, exactly. I do want to ask, there's a weird situation with this film in that the director's not here, and Bryan Singer started out as the director and kind of some weeks before Rab was removed from the film. Is it odd for you now? I don't know what your relationship was with him on the set, whether you guys connected, whether you feel that he's the credited director on the film.
I had prepared, as I said, for a year to do this, and I knew this character. To me, to a degree, I felt like I knew him very well. So every day going into work, I felt like I was very confident in what I was doing. And like I said, having that ensemble of actors and Graham leading the way as well was, we got through it in a way that felt pretty seamless. And when Dexter came on, he is someone who just brought this lightning bolt of energy. And of course, he knew the material so well because he was so many years prior considered to direct, as Graham said prior. So it wasn't that difficult. No,
It was not. And Graham, for you, is it? It's got to be.
It was not my favorite moment.